Wait. Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays for those of you who don't celebrate the holiday where a big red dude breaks into your house. Or for those of you that celebrate none of the holidays, a happy day. I really didn't anticipate talking about this topic that I stumbled across today. I was just perusing the interwebs and I found out that they've invented Wall-E in real life. And not the garbage-eating robot. That would have been adorable and I would have liked that. No, they've invented the cruise, the Axiom. Except it's just a cruise on water, so it's a cruise. But it's a cruise that's taking a very long time. It's called the Ultimate World Cruise, being hosted by Royal Caribbean. And it's probably a story I'll be covering for a little while over the course of 2024, which the keen-eared viewer might notice a detail right there. Throughout 2024, is it a cruise that lasts a whole year? An entire whole 12 months? No! Why would you ever assume that you're jumping ahead of things? It's only 9 months. Yeah, 9 goddamn months. You're gonna be on the ocean with people on a boat between the port and the starboard for 9 months. And I guess the goal is to not go insane. And the reason I wanted to cover this isn't just because they're going on a big long boat trip, because people have been doing that since we had boats. The main reason I wanted to cover this is because we're not even 14 days out of port, and there's already insane drama going down. There's already immense drama going down, and it doesn't even make sense to me. Some of it is understandable. In fact, one of the first ones I want to show you is an instance of racism, because that's natural and happens way too much, and also other various issues like gregregation. It's happening on the ship already.
If I get asked if I work on this ship one more time, started out at the pre-cruise gala, it was assumed that I must be working. After I said I was not working, then I was asked, was I independently wealthy? Like, basically, how did you afford this? Now, one of the crew members assumed that I was not a guest when getting back on the ship from an excursion. It's going to be a long 9 months.
And that was a TikTok from our protagonist of this first story, which is Brandy, who experienced some pretty evident racism on the ship in the first few days of the trip because of the pricing of the tickets. I assume they just thought that she couldn't afford it because she's of a darker complexion. I don't think that she was just going on there for clout and trying to make things up. She seemed like a genuine person just ranting about something to TikTok, which is something people do, so it's understandable. But the pricing brings up a whole other issue with this trip, and allow me to dig into it for you. So, this is a 9-month cruise, as I've said, but you can actually buy subsections of the cruise and just go on parts of it, and there are 4 of them. The 4 different subsections are the Ultimate Americas Cruise, where you go around the Americas, and I assume like Bahamas and stuff like that. There is Ultimate Asia Pacific Cruise, where you go to Asia Pacific area. There is the Ultimate Middle East and Mediterranean Cruise, which I wonder where you go there. And then there's the Ultimate Europe and Beyond Cruise, where you go to Europe and like outer space or something. I'm kidding. That would actually be kind of cool. But these can range from prices of $19,000 to $37,000. But for all 9 months, you can spend upwards of $88,000. For the lowest priced ticket. The highest priced ticket can go up to $1.2 million. Now, I understand that cruises are an expensive endeavor, but what do you get? How could you fathomably get your money's worth for spending $1.2 million on a ticket? Are you driving the boat? Do you get to, like, own the ship? Do you, like, own stake in it? How does that make any sense at all whatsoever? And, of course, what happened was initially these tickets were even more expensive, but over time they brought the price down because people just weren't buying the tickets. There were some people who did, so essentially what's happened now is this ship is a wonderful amalgamation of ultra-rich and just sort of rich individuals all going on a trip for 9 months and having to interact with each other and not murder each other. Hopefully. But what I've noticed is over time, there's been a bit of, we'll get to the gregregation segment of this video, which is, if you buy the 9-month segment, you get access to a special town hall meeting, like Clash of Clans or something, where you get to discuss what's going to be happening with the community. But if you didn't buy the 9 months, if you only purchased a subsection, you are not invited to the town hall meeting. You have been canceled from the town hall. Ew, cancel's a weird word. I don't want to use that. You are not allowed. Get out. But That's already caused some issues only 14 days in, because the cruise actually was passing by Northern Lights, which, for those of people who don't live in Antarctica, where the Northern Lights are every other Thursday, that's a pretty rare thing for people. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But if you didn't buy the 9-month pass to the cruise, you're not invited. And in fact, they didn't allow you to watch the Northern Lights. Now, we're still in 2023. I didn't expect gatekeeping visual anomalies to be until at least 2024, maybe 2025. But we have arrived at having to buy tickets to view something that is a literal astrological event. Like, that's in a crazy level of capitalism. And it also is pretty funny that all these TikTok kids who are on the ship, because this ship does consist of a lot of TikTok kids, which, by the way, take the word kids lightly. It's mainly kids like my age. I don't know why I say kids again. It's mainly people, human beings, my age, so like early 20s, who are doing this and TikToking all of it, because, like, I assume the less rich, just sort of rich kids are on there, which has already raised some pretty interesting comments that I've seen on different news articles. Like, someone who literally has the username "The leftists are hypocrites" commented, "They cry because they can't afford student loans or houses. How are these kids affording this?" I don't know. Maybe the children buying gigantic cruise liner tickets have already paid off their student loans. These people see things in black and white. It's so incredibly goofy. But the other benefit to the fact that all these TikTok kids are on the ship right now, not only is that they're all stuck in the middle of the ocean, which is funny, they can be out there now, but also because we essentially have what is now a free drama TV show. It's like Big Brother, except we get to watch it on multiple different TikTok accounts throughout the span of 9 months. Like, this is going to be a real drama we get to watch go down. This is a privilege, really. Like, because there's going to get to a point where they're going to start, like, eating each other, throwing each other off the ship. There's going to be a COVID outbreak. I actually saw, when I scrolled through Twitter, I saw someone make a prediction for the 9-month world cruise. And I think this prediction is so funny. They said, okay, here it is. So, predictions for the 9-month world cruise. At least 5 people on the cruise right now are pregnant and have no idea yet. That's gonna go swimmingly. Mass COVID outbreak at some point. That's gonna, like, that almost feels like it's just yes. Like, that's just a period. That's definitely gonna happen. At least 1 death will occur. You know what? It's believable. At least 1, that's like, pretty modest, to be honest. 25% are going to disembark when they stop in LA and not get back on. I haven't read through all these yet. A third of the couples that are together will break up by the end. That's like an easy one. And then there'll be at minimum a 1 full psychological breakdown, if not more. Oh, there are a bunch of TikTok kids on that ship. There's going to be plethora of psychological breakdowns. I have psychological breakdowns just trying to get up in the mornings. I wouldn't be surprised the slightest. Honestly, my question is, where do you go if things go wrong? It's not like you can just, like, craft a boat with 5 planks of wood and then row your way home. You're stuck out there. You're in the middle of the ocean. To be honest, honestly, I think this is fake. I think this is an experiment, a social experiment being thrown together by the real-life equivalent of Vault Tech from the Fallout universe. And some of these people are going to come back, like, as frogs, or, like, with an extra arm or something. It's going to go terribly, and I'm here for all of it. I plan to report on this further. I plan to make more videos about this throughout 2024. This is essentially like an introduction to let you guys know as a community, hey, there is something bad about to happen, and I'm here to report it for you guys. And here's what's already gone wrong in just 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens next. Of course, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Day. As I said earlier, thank you guys for watching this video and sticking around. If you haven't, consider subscribing. I'd love to catch you around for future videos. I make videos every single day, and if you enjoyed the video, consider liking it. And if you didn't like it, you can dislike it, I guess, but unfortunately, no one will see it, unless you use that plugin that doesn't work. But I'm going to be getting out of here for now, so I'm going to give you guys the song of the day, which is just as this situation's going to be with each video that releases. Here We Go Again, by The Weeknd and Tyler, the Creator, from the Dawn FM album, which I will stand by is one of the greatest albums he's ever released. So, thank you guys for being here. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let me know how you think about this in the comments below, because I know there's some silly takes and probably some extra news that I haven't seen yet. So if anyone has any extra info, you can let me know too. But thank you guys, and as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and I'm here for the show.